In this video, I'm going to be comparing 4 different leather cases for your new iPhone 17. So the 4 cases that I'm going to be comparing today are all leather cases. One is a Mujo, one is an Andar, one is a Toro, and one is a Shieldon. So I'll have links down below for you to take a look at those if you'd like. It really helps out the channel if you click on those links to take a look at those if you decide to buy them, or if you just want to learn more about those from the website. So in any case, those are the 4 cases that we're going to be looking at today for the iPhone 17. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Mujo. So the Mujo is it has a nice raised ridge around the cameras so that you don't have to worry about setting it down on the cameras. It has a nice raised ridge around the front of the phone so you don't have to worry about setting it down on its face. It has a real nice feel, like a nice leathery feel to it. It has a cutout there for the flash. And then as far as the buttons go, they have real nice feeling buttons. Very responsive. And for as far as the camera button goes here, it has a cutout in the area for that. And then also the bottom has cutouts like this. Some of them you might see all have one big cutout. All the ones I'm going to be showing you today are going to be like this. But this one has a cutout for the camera button here, which allows you access to that button a little bit easier and to get a little better response from it. But it does also weaken the case in that area. The next case I want to show you is the Andar. Now that one has a similar camera ring up here as the Mujo. It does have a little bit more of a real leather grain look and feel to it, but the buttons work really nice also. But one major difference is the camera button here is built into the case. It isn't a cutout. So that makes this not quite as responsive as it would on the other one, but it does strengthen the case a little bit here because it doesn't have that big cutout. The logo is just right here on the case, so it's not a big logo on the back like the Mujo. It's just a little one right here. And the front of the phone sticks out in front of the case, real nice. Now the next case is the Shieldon. Again, it sticks out real nice around the front here to protect your screen. Has a real nice camera protection around there. The buttons feel nice. The only thing I'd say is the buttons stick out a little bit too far. They kind of stick out further than the others, but I guess it's not that big a deal. It has the cutout for the camera button, so it's going to give you a real nice responsive camera button. You have to kind of get your finger down in there to use it though, and it could make the case a little weak there. It has a pretty nice finish on it. It's a little bit shiny, and it has cutouts on the bottom like this. So yeah, this is the Shieldon, and it's pretty decent. And now the last case is the Toro. Again, it has a nice protection of the screen here. A good lip there, a nice lip back here for the cameras, good feeling buttons, cutouts like this on the bottom for the charger and speaker and microphone. It has not a cutout for the button here. Again, this is a button that's in the case in order to control the camera. And this has a little bit more of a pebbly finish to it. I feel like maybe it's a little grippier that way and maybe a little more durable it might feel like. So that is what the Toro looks like. Okay, so now let's look at them all side by side. The Mujo, the Andar, the Shieldon, and the Toro. They all have a nice felt finish inside. They're all MagSafe compatible. They all have that MagSafe ring. They all look very similar on the inside. They all are about the same dimensions, in all directions. So they're all very similar. Now let's look at them from the back side. So on the back side, you can see the Mujo is a little bit of a flatter looking finish. The Andar looks a little more like natural leather grain. The shielding looks almost a little bit plasticky, but it feels better than plastic, but it kind of almost has a plasticky look. And then the Toro is very pebbly and has a very textured feel to it. They all have, again, that same cutout, and then the cutout for the flash. If we look at the end of them, they all look pretty much the same from the end also. So if we look at them all like this, they're all pretty much the same. You know, pretty much the same cutouts. The right side cutout might vary a little bit from one to the next. But again, on the side you can see two of them have the full cutout for that camera button. Two have like a button built into the case. But they all look very similar. The Andar and the Toro have logos on the side. The Mujo had the logo on the back. And then the Shieldon didn't have a logo on it anywhere. I guess just on the inside. So that is the comparison. You know, if I had to pick a favorite, I kind of like this genuine leather feel, this real leather feel of the Andar. But I also like the Mujo. I like the feeling of the Mujo, and this cutout for the button, I think, is real nice. So I hope you liked the review of the phone cases that I did. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know which phone case you decided to buy. And also, it helps other people decide, you know, which phone case they like the best. You don't necessarily have to take my word for it. So I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching. Please leave a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.